Welcome everyone to the Parent Light with the wonderful Jennifer Pister and myself, Wendi Sexton. And we are both mentors with the Ascension School of Spirituality. And we're really excited to start this journey together and start this journey with you guys. Something actually that Jennifer came up with. Synchronicity and serendipity brought the two of us together specifically to guide this and open a conversation. So Jennifer, what was your idea and your intention behind the Parent Light?
Well, I really envisioned creating a space where people can come and ask questions about parenting, with a space that there's no judgment, just to discuss the trials and tribulations of being a parent. I know for myself, being a mom was such a joy. It still is. I mean, it's a joy. It tapped into like such pure love, and also with it came like so much self-doubt and frustration and confusion, and sometimes there just really wasn't anybody to go sort it out with. So I was hoping to create a space where people could come and listen to us talk about parenting, and also to ask questions. I'm also a marriage family therapist and an intuitive energy healer. So I thought if I could bring those gifts to, the general, just any parent. So, and then I met you and I thought this would be even better, more fun, and also showing how we're just different, but we still have the same value of wanting to be a good mom, of just the core foundation. So I thought we can share that through conversation.
Yeah, I love that. And you're so right. It's a joy, it's a challenge. It's it's different every day. Um, and it's very easy to get hard on ourselves or get caught up um, in the work of parenting. And I love being able to do this with you. We're both in different stages of parenting. My kids are in grade school and middle school, and yours are a bit older. Um, and so that's a nice mix of, you know, different spots that we're in. Um, you've already been through a lot of what I'm going through. And at the same time, we're in different parts of the country. So that's kind of neat too. You're in California, I'm in Ohio. And I've also spent the last 10 years going into homes through home care as a physical therapist. And so I've seen a lot of parent-child relationships where it's actually usually the grown children now coming back in to help their parents. So that's another dynamic. Um, and then I now work in a private practice doing energy healing and working with moms and babies and people of all ages. And I think the parenting one is my favorite because we get to work with that child energy and baby energy and the mom and, bring in perspective. I think that's one of the biggest things for me and where I found I maybe have gotten caught up sometimes is that we just need a different perspective sometimes to shift maybe heaviness or whatever it is we're going through. So I'm really excited to do this with you.
Yeah, I love that you spoke to that, because that shift in perspective, I think, is what is so easy to get in a second sometimes, and makes the difference between like struggling and having fun with parenting. And yeah, that I feel like is really a big intention that we both have for setting this up, and also to turn off that self-critical parenting, like, that fear that you're not doing it right or enough, or all of that, helping calm that voice.
Yeah, definitely. And I think especially in today's age of media, there's so many different things that seem like it's always in our face of what other people are doing and how they're doing it, and so we can get caught up in that comparison, um, and sometimes overdoing because we're trying to keep up, or feeling defeated before we're started because gosh, somebody's got every craft and every homemade meal, and I'm just lucky that they got pizza rolls tonight or something. And realizing, at the end of the day, if they're fed and they have a roof and they have clothes, if the house is messy, then um, love is the most important thing.
Yeah, well said. Yeah, yeah, see, we're coming from the same place. I mean, my kids are in their 20s, so I have some hindsight that helps, but I'm also, I love that you have like what's going on right now for them.
Yeah.
And I know, we talked about how this can be, even if you're not a parent right now, we all have, we're all parenting ourselves in some ways. So a lot of what we'll be talking about is things that can also help you with your own inner child. And you talked about other situations where where people are parents to other people, to maybe a friend or someone at work. So
Yeah. Yeah,
you,
definitely.
yeah, go
Sometimes it's like the boss is the parent or the coworker is the child, or the coach, coaches. And I think that's part of where that the old adage, it takes a village. It really does. And we're parenting in a lot of different ways. And sometimes we may not even realize it, or we may not realize which, are we the receiving end? Are we in the child mode or are we in the parent mode? But yeah, so exactly, this isn't just for literal parents that have children at whatever stage. It may be, maybe you're an amazing aunt or uncle. Um, Maybe you're an amazing neighbor. I know some of those that help help play, help pick up the pieces, so yeah.
okay. So there's one more thing I thought, this is kind of just to give everyone an introduction to us and what our intention is, like to bring non-judgment to um, all the things we've said. Um, and one other thing we thought might be worth mentioning is why we chose the lighthouse image. Do you want to say a little bit about that, Wendy?
Um, yeah, it's really interesting. I often get messages and images, and when Jennifer was talking about the parent light, I just really saw this lighthouse, and it's that beacon that's always on, and it's there to guide the ships, and there, um, just to provide that light and provide that safety spot, I guess. And we'll have to figure out how we bring that up at some point. But if you see the image that we have of the lighthouse, it's also kind of like a home. Um, there's many doors again of how we can parent many ways. In many ways, we can shine our light. So
Yeah, and when I found that image, what I especially liked about it is it's that light that's always burning in the lighthouse, and there was also um, the lightning bolt, which is how you have those sudden insights that shifts your perspective. I love that, and then also that cycle of the sun shining, that the sun comes up every day again. You get another chance every day. And I thought, oh, wow, this image has all of those. I love that. So,
yeah. Yeah, and even when, the sun goes down and is dark, there's always another light somewhere. And there's always another person in the village to help, if you're in a rough stage or period or whatever have you. So,
yeah.
yeah.
So we hope that you'll join us. We're going to do these periodic um, videos with topics, different topics that we would love input from you. You can add a comment here. or send us an email at the ascensionschoolofspirituality.com. So, which on Facebook, you know. So, yeah, we hope you join us.
Yeah. So thank you for joining us today, and we hope to see more of you around and grow together. All right. Bye, everybody.